Hey, what's going on, everybody? Back at it. No 200 video, of course, because suspension really needs some work on the Aspen. It's making some terrible noises, so been putting it off long enough. So we're gonna get into that. I already got it up on jack stands, wheels off and whatnot. You guys don't need to see that. I guess I could have done a YouTube montage of me putting it up there, but yeah, it's not a big deal. But we'll just get into that and start tearing her down and seeing what's all bad and what's good and what I need to replace. So let's get at it. All right, so here's what I got going on. I'm not really sure how well you're going to be able to see all this or how it's going to come out in the video, because I tried using my the light, but it like puts weird shadows in here, and then like you can't see like half of what's in here, because like the drowns like everything out with how bright one side is and how dark the other side is. But I've already got the sway bar disconnected, and I'm going to disconnect the shock. I have my jack underneath the suspension because I still have to loosen the torsion bar up on this side. So what I'll probably do is I'll go back and I'll measure the key, and I'll measure how far the bolt is in, and then I'll just run that out a little bit and then drop this down, and then that should take all the tension off that torsion arm, and then that should be good. And then I'm going to leave the tie rods on because I think those are still pretty good. I'll definitely check them when I'm in here, but we'll get those off. So it'll pretty much just be sway bar, torsion bar. I have to take the calipers off, rotor off, and then I can start popping the upper and lower control arm stuff off. And then I also have the bushings for lower control arms, bushings, ball joints, and then the upper control arms, they're like a replaceable unit. So I'll just pop the new one of those in. So this will need alignment after it's done naturally, but hey, what's up? Little quick update. I did a few things, and then it's hard for me to record. I did get or hopefully I'm getting a little head mount for Christmas, because I can put my phone in it, and then I can record stuff while I'm doing it, because I can't hold my phone and do everything at once. But here's where I'm at, and keep in mind, safety first. All right, so I got everything torn apart. I got the knuckle off, the upper control arm off. That's actually the new arm. The old arm is over there. So I got everything off. Good to go. I did have issues with one bolt, and it was rusted inside of the sleeve of the bushing. And here's what I mean. Oh, hold on. Here's what I mean by safety first. Yep, this is happening. So what the deal is I love torsion bars, by the way. No, I'm being extremely sarcastic. I freaking hate torsion bars. Such an old school technology that just shouldn't be in vehicles anymore. But what do you expect from a 2007? But yeah, so the torsion bars are seized in the lower control arms. So I need to get the lower control arms out so I can push the bushings out and the ball joint out. So this is the setup I got. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but we'll see. I had to put it up on blocks and get it off the floor, and it's just barely off the floor. So now I can attempt to put some more blocks in here to steady it up a little bit. I mean, I'm gonna stand off to the side when I do this, but we'll push down on it, and then, you know, if anything moves or flies, I'm pretty much gonna probably fly to over there behind the truck. So, you know, if it falls or moves or does anything weird while I'm trying to push that out, I'm just gonna jump out of the way. But this is how it's going. I don't know if I'll record it or not, but we'll push those out after I get another piece on this side and see how we go. So I'll get that set up, and I don't recommend nor approve of this, but this is just how I have to do it. So we'll see how it goes. So see you in a second. I'll let you guys know. Time out. I always forget I have certain tools, and one of those certain tools is I bought a tool that pushes bushings out of lower control arms, so I don't have to use that big press and all that stuff. Like I'll start to press the sorry for lighting. I'll start to press the ball joints out, but I won't have to do that big contraption that I was doing. That's super unsafe, because I started putting it together and got it up there, and then I had to switch everything around, and I was like, well, what the hell am I doing? I was like, I have those tools that can push bushings out. I was like, just go grab that. So that's exactly. This is how I got it set up. I bought, this is like a ball joint and a bushing press, because you can use them for like the ball joints, but you still need a press like that, or you need one of those big C clamps that can push down on it, but I don't have one of those, so I use the press. But I bought that I don't know, maybe a year or 2 years ago, something like that, and I used the crap out of it. But here's how I got it set up. So that bar just goes between those two cups, and then you tighten down on this little cup, and then that cup will push on the bushing, and then that'll pop it right into that big cup, and then that's pretty much it. So, and then you can put way more stank on it with the impact than you can with the press, and it's a lot safer. So we'll do that. So I'll pop these out, get the new ones back in, and then I gotta do the bushing yet, which that's not a factory bushing, I'm pretty sure. So because I don't think the factory bushings have those what you call it, those snap rings on them. So that should push out a little bit easier than if it were to stock. So we'll get on that. Alright, so I just finished assembling, well, that last clip was assembling the lower control arm. That was like the longest part of this whole ordeal, was getting that control arm taken care of. Pushing the bushings out, pushing the ball joint out, and all that stuff. So I got all that put back together and all back in and ready to go. I don't have the money for it right now, but I need shocks and I need brakes because the back pad is wearing really weird. But I mean, the brakes still work. There's plenty of pad on them still. So I mean, they're wearing really weird, but you know, there's still enough pad on there to where, you know, it should be good. I really don't want to drive it like that, but that's just gonna have to be what it is. I got everything back together except for the sway bar, because the sway bar needs to be disconnected on both sides to be able to put the sway bar back on. So that's the only thing I got to do on this side yet. And then for like these little clips, I had to the clips that they have are like almost like a rivet style, and they're like a one-time use, and then you have to punch the center out of them. I'll show you guys that in the next video, but you have to punch the center out of them, and I have a bunch of other clips, so all I did was have to drill these out a little bit and then use these little push clips that are, you know, multi-use. They're actually the same as like actually these don't have it, but they're on my 200. You basically just pull the center out and then get the thing behind there and they pop right out. So but driver side's back, passenger side's back together other than the sway bar, and then we'll start on the passenger or driver the driver side in the next video. I'll try to show more of the assembly in the next video, and then we'll go from there. I'll see you guys later and see you in part 2 of the front suspension on the Aspen. Until then, peace out.